Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Baker back at you with another song from K-pop Demon Hunters. This one's called Your Idol, the second most popular song from the movie, first one being Golden. Already did Golden, so if you want to check out that tutorial, go find that on my channel. But this one's called Your Idol. Let's check it out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The chorus to Your Idol. Yes, there's a lot more to the song. They have a really catchy pre-chorus. The verses and all that's half Korean, half English. Kind of hard to understand, but I thought it was a pretty cool song. Let's make it from scratch. But before I erase this, look at the words. If you connect the dots, it actually spells K-pop Demon Hunters. Check it out. No, I'm just kidding. I got you on that one. It doesn't spell anything at all. Cool shapes, though. Really repetitive. So let's press restart. We have a blank canvas. We're going to build this thing from scratch. We're going to start with the settings, the gear icon at the bottom first. Always start with the settings. If you don't, you're going to be in a world of pain later. We're going to start with 4 bars to 8 bars. We're going to double that. We're going to go down to split beats into 4. And that's all for the left side. And the right side, we're going to start on middle G and range 3 octaves. So that's 4 things we got to change in the settings before we proceed. 8 bars of length. Split beats into 4 because we need 16 notes. We're going to start on middle G instead of middle C and range 3 octaves. Click the blue check. Now we got a lot of itty bitty dots. A lot of grid work here. We got the tempo settings, instrument settings. The drums are on the bottom. We got all the little dots to put in the notes. I like to build this thing from the bottom up. Starting with the tempo. 120 is too fast. We're going to bring this bar right down to 90. Like a medium kind of hip hop tempo. Pretty cool. Not too fast, not too slow, just right. Now, I'm going to leave these instrument sounds the same. We're going to put in the drums next. We're going to build it from the bottom to the top, starting from the drums, then the bass line, and then the melody. The melody is the part everybody sings along to, but the drums and bass kind of provide a structure. So we're going to build it from the bottom to the top. The drum beat we're going to put in has some kind of weird spacing. Boom, boom, bop, boom. Ah, oh. There's the first half of the drum beat. So circle, skip, triangle, skip, circle, skip. Then we're going to skip 2 more, so skip 3 after that. Then a circle, skip, triangle, circle, skip, skip. That's going to sound like ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh. Very cool. That's the same beat we're going to put in for the entire 8 bars. So yes, it's very repetitive, but spacing's kind of weird. So make sure you got the spacing right, otherwise it's going to sound real funky later. So I'm going to put it in real quick as possible, because I know how the grid kind of lines up. But take your time, like I said, don't rush through it. Make sure your spacing is good. And while I'm doing this, a little shameless self-promotion here. Smash that like and subscribe button. You know the drill. All the things that YouTubers say. Thank you for the requests and stuff. These songs keep getting requested. I still haven't seen the movie. I don't know if I should. Is it any good? Tell me in the comments below. What's your favorite song? But all I know is I looked at Spotify and it's been on top of the global charts. All the songs. It's insane. They're taking over. The movie came out and just took over all the popular music charts. But pretty cool songs. I didn't really like this one at first, and then it kind of grew on me once I listened to it on better speakers and I saw the shapes kind of mapped out. There's a lot kind of interesting melodic figures here. We'll get into that in a little bit. The drums are ready to go. Let's hear it. Same thing over and over. Make sure your spacing's good, otherwise you'll hear it. You'll definitely hear it if something gets off. That's the drums. Now, we're going to leave everything on electronic. Let's change marimba to synth. Forgot to do that. Let's change our instruments on to synth. This is an electronic song, very synth heavy. Therefore, we're going to have synthesizer kind of sound. Now, the bass line, it's kind of weird, but it repeats itself. We're going to start with the E minor chord. What world is that? Well, E, G, B. Right at the beginning, we got a yellow, teal, pink. That's an E minor chord. E, G, B. Then we're going to put a yellow after we skip one. Then we're going to skip 3, put another E minor chord. What you see all these are going to line up with the circles. So that's what kind of makes it easier. And then we're going to put a yellow in line with that circle, and a yellow in line with that circle. Boom, bumped, 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 bumped. This beat kind of sounds like Not Like Us, right? They Not Like Us. It's the same kind of vibe, same kind of tempo. Very cool. That is a beat we're going to put in for a bass line for 3 bars. Boom. So, like I said, I'm just lining them up with these circles. And only the first and the third circle of each bar has a E minor chord. Let's hear that. That's just kind of a groove to set up with the drums. That it'll all come together. We'll put the melody on top. I'm going to keep doing that. We're going to do that 3 times total. We've already done it. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And then we're going to do something different for the 4th bar. The 4th bar is going to go down to C. And then two C's, but we're going to skip. C, skip, C, skip. Then we're going to do this red up here. Skip. And then do the red down here. So red, skip, high red, skip, red. And then we're going to do something similar with the pink right after that. So we're going to skip. We're going to do a pink in line with that circle right there. Boom. And then with a line with this triangle, we're going to do a high pink. And then with that circle, a low pink. So boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom. That's what's going to sound like. As the 4th bar, we did 3 bars of the same thing in the 4th bar is where it changes. It's a turnaround. That's pretty cool. That's pretty hip. We're going to do that same exact thing for the next part. What? Yep, it's that easy. The first 4 bars are going to be the exact same as the next 4 bars. So, same thing. We got that E minor chord. Boom, boom. And then E minor chord here. So I'm just going to throw this in real quick. That looks good. It lines up with the circles. So 3 times of this total, remember? What else you guys want to hear that's not K-pop Demon Hunters? Because, yeah, this will probably be the last one I'll make from it. I'm sorry, but to learn Golden and then this one, I really, like I said, it had to grow on me. At first, I wasn't really digging it, but they are very catchy, so I understand why they're popular. And I dig that, like, half of it is Korean, half is, like, English. So it's cool to, teach kids Korean words and stuff like that, too. So, very cool. Okay, that's 3 times of that. And then we got to do our C figure. Oh, there it is. Boom, boom, beam, boom. B, B, B. Pink is B, because red is C. B is right before C. Boom! That should be the entirety of the bass line. I'll play it. We don't have to listen to the whole thing. They Not Like Us. Boom. We don't have to listen to the whole thing. It does the same thing twice. That is the bass line. So now we got the drums. We got the bass. We're ready for the melody, which is the part everybody sings along to. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, what I like about the melody is kind of like draws shapes. You can see little animals if you use your imagination. So, the first letters we're gonna put in this 4 screen right here. 5 in a row. We're gonna skip 4 in the very beginning. Then on top of this, we're gonna make it's like almost a T shape. But after that, 5 in a row, we skip 1 to put a yellow. Let's hear it. Boom. That's our quick 16th note figure right there. That kind of, I don't know, that really doesn't look like anything. But we're about to make a cool shape here. What is this shape? Looks like an animal. I'll let you try to figure out what I think it looks like. So at the beginning of bar 2, the gray one right here, we start with the yellow, then 2 green, and then boom, 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 boom. And then after skip 1, after beat 3 of the 4th screen, you're going to put a G right there. And that to me looks like a what? A caterpillar! There's our caterpillar, yep. That's what I see. And it kind of draws a box. Pretty cool, let's hear it. Can I get the mic a little higher? Very cool. So that is the first 2 bars. Boom, boom. And then we're going to put in bar 3, which is almost the same. going to start on an E instead of just all those 4 screens in a row. Then we're going to skip one, put a yellow right here. Moving kind of quick, but yeah, bar 3 is looking a lot like bar 1. Instead of this, it's this. Awesome. And then on bar 4, we got a different kind of caterpillar. Boo. I like our first one. I like how it kind of zigzags like that. Very cool shape. So we got a yellow at the very beginning of the bar, and then 4 forest green in a row. Skip one, forest green, yellow, forest green, teal. And that is... Now we got to put a yellow right there. We're forgetting that. That's a pickup to the next section, which is a little different in the melody. Let's hear the first half of the melody of the chorus. Yeah, then it has this cool little descending cascading line that I like too. Like I said, cool melodic shapes happening here. It's really cool. I mean, it looks pretty with colors and stuff, but it's really just painting a picture of what the actual melody's doing, which I think is pretty sweet. So the beginning of bar 5 right here, we got a pink, skip one, purple, teal, purple, skip one, teal, forest green, teal, skip one, teal, yellow, yellow. And then we got to repeat that for bar 6, kind of, but change it a little bit. Skip. Yeah, I think that's correct. Let's hear that, bar 5 and 6. Very cool. That's bar 5 and 6. Different melodic figure. Very cool. We're ready to put in 7 and 8 and be done with this thing. So the beginning of 7 kind of starts like the beginning of bar 3, if I'm correct. Starts with a yellow, then 4 forest green. Skip 1, yellow. Skip 3, yellow. That is bar 7. And then bar 8 kind of does something similar to what we had before. Like I said, it's very repetitive songs, but they just slightly alter in a cool little way. So we start this same way, but instead of doing this kind of thing, we're going to put 2 forest green in a row. Skip 1, forest green, skip 1, forest green, skip 2, then yellow. And if I'm correct, that should be the entirety of the chorus. Let's hear this thing from the top to the bottom. Very cool. That is the entirety of Your Idol. Well, the chorus, at least. I would have done the whole thing, but it's a pretty cool song, and the chorus stands alone great by itself. And I wanted to, spice it up a bit, make the drums, the bass, the melody, kind of make it a little more challenging. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Appreciate all those requests. Keep it coming. I mean, I'd love to try to accommodate any requests I can. If I see the same songs pop up, I usually end up doing them, even if I've never seen the movie they're from or anything like that anyway. But overall, school year just started. If you're in school, have a great school year. And yeah, just thanks for tuning in and keep making music. Keep on rocking and rolling. We'll see you on the next one. Peace and love. Later.